Hello, my impatience. It is I, Andrew the Android Koloski here. I am live and I'm ready to perform for all of you. I hope you will all come joining and I hope you will engage with me. So, I had a social worker for the first time in um, ever. Yeah, first time ever. I got a new social worker, and I think that's a cool thing. So I shared this on social media. We'll see if anybody joins here. I don't know why it's not really notifying. Oh, top fans. Oh, there's a new feature here. Oh, there's a super chat feature. Top fans, top chat, live chat. Interesting, interesting. Wow, new features. That's cool. That's pretty cool. All right. So I don't know. I mean, I was looking at, you know, P Diddy or Sean Combs, and apparently he was found not guilty of all the serious charges. I don't know if that's. I mean, I guess that's good. I mean, I guess justice was served, right? I'm not really too familiar with the case, but I don't know. I guess I guess that's a good thing. Wow. I mean, I mean, nobody's joined. Okay, I can share with you the artwork I created yesterday because why not? While we're loading up here, the first one is the surfing couple. You see a man, a surfer man with a surfer chick. They're at the beach. There's a sand. It's the surfer couple. They surf together in the ocean. And this one is obviously more text based. Mama says, I like to buy fruit in small dribs, not too much because it goes to waste. And I ask, what the heck does small dribs mean? That's not a phrase anybody says. Does it have a double meaning? Tell me the truth. Is she really talking about something that took place 20 to 25 years ago? Is it dog whistling and narcissistic baiting? I have no memory of it. And Dr. Natural says this is an example of predicate logic and ideas of reference delusions. She's talking about fruit. So, you know, that's the artwork I created yesterday at art class. Um, which is pretty good. So that killed some time until I get somebody in the house. What the hell? Nobody's joining. To quote Pink Floyd, is there anybody out there? Come on, join. Engage with me. I need you. All right, we got one person in the house. Finally. Finally, it took you long enough. I am the elder of this village. Hey, Braindead. He says, it's me. It's Braindead. How are you doing, Braindead? See, I hate your name because it triggers ideas of reference delusions. That I am brain dead, that I have neurological damage, that I am a vegetable mind, which obviously I don't like too much. He says, I'm sorry, the name has nothing to do with you. That's all right, brain dead. That's all right. That's all right. I forgive you, even though it's predicate logic and ideas of reference. I forgive you. So I had a social worker today, who I talked to, That's kind of interesting. I talked to a social worker for the first time for a half hour today. It's good to have somebody to vent to. It's good to have somebody to talk to. Yesterday, I happened to run into my uncle. I happened to run into my uncle at the art class. I mean, it's a medical building where the art class takes place. And my uncle was there, my uncle Patrick, and I ran into him. I don't know if it was by chance. I guess it's by chance. I didn't really speak to him very long. I said, "Hey, how you doing?" I mean, I haven't seen him in years. I'm like, "Hi, how you doing?" Blah blah blah. I'm going to an art class, and I guess he was probably going to a doctor's appointment in there, and we happened to cross paths. He was wearing jean shorts, jorts, which, interestingly enough, that probably was one of the reasons. I mean, that and maybe John Cena that inspired my jorts obsession, because I saw my uncle wearing it, and I knew other people wore it, and for a while I was wearing jean shorts. Some people say the jorts are not a good look, but he likes them. He likes jorts with a shirt with a pocket on it. He likes the pocket shirts. Let's see if I can find a photograph. Yeah, I think I have a photograph of him in the jorts. Let's see if I can find it here. Here we go. He likes the shirts with the pockets in the front. So as you can see, this is a picture from 2012. These are jean shorts, like the Cena jorts, and right here is the pocket. The pocket in the front. He likes that. That's his look. It's his signature look. And he was very much dressed in that yesterday. Maybe not that exact shirt, maybe not those exact jorts, but he was very much dressed in that attire. I don't know. I mean, could jorts last from 2012 to 2025? That's 13 years. I'm assuming it's a fresh new pair. I'm assuming he's got a fresh, brand new pair of jorts. Although I have some clothes that date back a long time, but all right. La 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 la. Yeah, some people are saying, I asked, why does nobody like viewing my spicy content? And somebody said, Mama did, Mama the dominatrix from OnlyFans, but then you blocked her. They asked, have you been texting Mama again, Andrew? Are you going to unblock Mama? Well, some people say the Mama thing might have been a humiliation ritual. And, she might have been preparing to do something nefarious. So it might be good if I keep Mama blocked because, first off, I don't want to break the rules of OnlyFans. And secondly, we all know, assuming Mama is different from iBoss from 2017, 2018, maybe Mama's could do something that could get me in some kind of trouble. So I want to avoid that. And obviously, Mama is a predator who's getting off. Like they say, don't talk to sexual predators on the internet, So that's probably good advice. It's probably good advice to keep Mama blocked. It's probably not a bad idea to keep Mama blocked for the obvious reasons. Although I would love taking requests Mama goes a bit too far with her requests. She tells me to do crazy shit. And, quite frankly, it's going to get me in some kind of trouble at some point. I could see if Mama was, all about, following the rules of OnlyFans, but Mama is not. Mama is not about following the rules of OnlyFans. Mama is doing a humiliation ritual, and I think at some point there's going to be a human sacrifice, and Mama's going to get me in some kind of trouble. So block Mama before the human sacrifice happens. Mama's going to do something at some point. I don't know if the live chat is frozen. We got 4 people in the house, but nobody's talking. I don't know if the live chat is frozen or what the story is. Your son says keep her blocked for sure. Hey son, how you doing? Long time no see. I have a new social worker, as I told people. I chatted with the social worker today, which is a good thing. How are you, son? Yeah, it was very good. He seemed like a nice guy. I feel like I connected with him more than my previous social worker. We talked about, obviously, how he can see a strong determination and a strong desire in me to succeed. He can see I'm really motivated to change my life. We talked about household dependency. We talked about how, obviously, my parents don't view me as burdensome. My parents view my dependency as burdensome, but we talked about, obviously, getting independent. We talked about, obviously, my father, just a number of things. It doesn't really matter what we talked about. I mean, it was a half-hour session. I feel like, it's clear I really want to be heard. It's clear I really want to I feel like I'm unheard by a lot of people in my life. And I love therapy sessions because it's cathartic. It's a good way to let out your feelings. And it was a good first session. We'll see how the next session goes. He talked about getting me involved in the PROS program, the SOAR program. And, he talked about getting me involved in Access VR. Trying to find a job, because I indicated that obviously I want to get financially independent from my parents. His son says perfect. These are all the good things, One thing we did talk about, obviously, how I constantly think my father, mother, and stepfather are lying to me. We talked about, one thing, obviously I'm afraid of is being made to look like a fool. And if I trust my father, I'm afraid he's going to say, ha ha ha, I've been lying to you, and I'm going to feel like a fool. And, there are things he's lying about for sure, but, obviously he's sick with prostate cancer, and I love my father very much. And, forgive him for lies, and, be there for him and do the right thing. Stop protesting. He tells me the truth, for him to tell me the truth, and just be there for him, love him, and forgive him, and just accept maybe he is telling me the truth, Your son says you really need to let that go. It's not just that. I mean, it's lots of things that took place in my childhood. Like, for example, it's like he rewrites history about a lot of things, like the running, the vacations we went on, and so on. It's like he's lying about lots of things, and just let it go. Realize I love my father. Realize he's sick and he might not be around much longer. So just forgive him, Somebody says, you can't change the past, Andrew. No, I know you can't change the past, but I want him to take accountability for the past. I want him to admit, he may be at time, but he's just not going to do that. So realize I love my father, forgive my father, and be there for him, and just love him, and stop worrying if there's hidden realities and betrayal. Just love him, and because I don't want to look back, a few years from now with regret, saying, "Well, I wish I was there more for my father in his dark time." Just love him and trust he's being honest with me. Son says exactly. Yeah, I mean, I think that's just that was something else we discussed too. Um, Somebody says, "Stop giving your energy to the past and focus on the future." That's good advice, son. That's good advice. Good advice. I think the thing that upsets me the most is, I'm afraid of looking like a fool. I'm afraid of finding out that they really have been lying to me and getting humiliated. That I was like a laughing stock. Um, I think that, and I don't want that's really that's but just I'm not a laughing stock. They love me. I love them. There's nothing going on behind closed doors. Just and even if there is, just do the right thing. Love my father, and you know. All right. Son says agreed, agreed. So I'm getting a steak dinner tonight, and I'm pretty hungry for it. 5 p.m. is usually my dinner time, but um, I think the dog is sick, so we're waiting for the dog to. I know they say if your parents are feeding you dinner, even if it's late, it's okay. I'm just hungry. My tummy's rumbling here. My belly's rumbling. I want my dinner. But obviously be thankful that my parents are feeding me. You know. How are you, son? How are you doing? What's going on in your life? Anything much? Son says, "I wish I had somebody making me food." Yes, yes, it's nice. It's nice to get prepared food. Son says her life is work, sleep, work, sleep, work, sleep, work. And Brain Dead says it's the same for me. It's work, sleep, work, sleep, work, sleep, work. Yeah, I mean, that's the life for a lot of people. I think that's the life for a lot of people. I think. Do you like your job at least? I mean, how is your job? Is it enjoyable? Yeah, she says because of bills. That's the reason life is. She says no, her job is not enjoyable, and she works and sleeps and works and sleeps and works and sleeps and works and sleeps. Hey, well, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, son. I don't know what to tell you, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Work is a necessary evil. Money is a necessary evil. Son says she works in a hotel. Hotel. What do you do in a hotel? Are you a clerk? Are you a front desk clerk? Are you management? What do you do in the hotel? She says she deals with entitled assholes at the hotel and it's not fun. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. But hey, at least you're getting out. At least you're engaging with people socially. Well, she says she deals with entitled assholes, which isn't nice, but at least you have human contact, which is a good thing. She says she does a little bit of everything at the hotel. That's awesome. That's awesome, son. So it looks like there's a new feature here, the top fans feature. It ranks your fans. And right now, my top fan is Brain Dead, followed by Sun. That's awesome. I'm assuming Rusty's going to be climbing that list soon. Yeah, it's a new feature on YouTube, the top fans, because you're the only two so far. It looks like it's a brand new feature introduced today. Or yesterday. Yeah, it's a slow chat. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know what everybody's doing today, but I mean, I like you guys to be at my beck and call, but it doesn't seem like that's the case today. It doesn't seem like the case is everybody's at my beck and call today. Too bad. Although it was kind of a busy day today. You know, I went to the social worker. I went to the gym. So it was kind of a productive day. It's a holiday weekend. Yeah, 4th of July. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I guess people are out and about and busy. Yeah, they got plans. They got thy plans. Are you gonna do a barbecue? Are you gonna grill at all? Maybe we'll do hot dogs. Some Nathan's hot dogs. What's your favorite hot dog? I know I like Nathan's. I like Sabrett's. What are some other good hot dogs? I know this isn't really exactly riveting or exciting content, but yeah, Nathan's and Sabrett's are good hot dogs, man. Yeah. This isn't exactly. What is your favorite hot dog? It's like boring radio. I know sometimes my mother gets the organic hot dogs, which obviously were organic and healthier, but I don't know. I like the Nathan's and Sabrett's. The Boar's Head was pretty good too, actually. I like the Boar's Head too. Yeah, we got some hot dog meat talk with Andrew. That's for sure. I'm hungry. Damn it, Mom! Mom, make me my fucking food. Make me my food. I'm hungry. Oh, we got Rusty in the house. How art thou, Rusty? How are you? How art thou, Rusty? He's a cool dude. He's pretty soon he's gonna be climbing the list of my top fans. Pretty soon he's gonna be climbing the ladder. Rusty's the number 3 fan at the moment, but I have a feeling he's gonna be number 1 or close to it soon. It's kind of shocking, quite frankly, that Brain Dead is my number 1 fan. Who is this Brain Dead? I don't think that guy's really my number 1 fan. I mean, he's cool and all, but I mean, I got a lot more loyal fans than Brain Dead. I got nothing against Brain Dead personally, but I think Sun and Rusty are bigger fans than him. So we'll see. We'll see if Somebody says it's the only people who are chatting. Yeah, this feature is brand new. This top fans feature is brand new. And I guess in the coming days, weeks, months, we'll see who my number one fan really is. It could be a competition. I don't know what you will earn by being my number one fan, but maybe you will earn something. We got Boo Earns. He says, "You better not go live, boy." Rusty asks, "Are you down to stream next Wednesday with a guy from Australia?" Sure. What time? I mean, I know the time zone in Australia is got to be crazy. So what time? I mean, we gotta synchronize our time zones. What time will this Australian dude be live? It would be like 8 p.m. my time, 10 a.m. Australia time. All right, fair enough. That works for me. I would love an Australian friend. That'd be nice. A friend from the outback. Somebody says the dingo ate my baby. Is that a Seinfeld reference? I believe it is, but maybe I think Elaine said that. Oh no, he's just a Simpsons reference. Okay. La 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 la. All right. So how was your guys' days? What's going on with you guys? Anything cool happening? Rusty says he's constipated. Yeah, sometimes that happens. He ate too much cheese. Yeah, it's hot and humid today. It's hot and humid. Yeah, that's for sure. Too much cheese will indeed make you constipated. Rusty asks, "How's my AC, my air conditioning unit doing?" It's all right. It's all right. It's not the greatest air. I guess it's a good air conditioning unit. It's cool in here. I mean, it's definitely working. So I shouldn't say it's bad. Hey, Christopher, we got Prince Hamilton in the house. Christopher, how are you doing, Christopher? Yeah, somebody says that I hear they're actually pretty good air conditioning units. Yeah, it's working. It works. It's cooling down my apartment, so it's serving its purpose. It's functional. We got Gecko Cujo here. He says, "A Cry in the Dark" was a movie based on a true story of an Australian lady who went to court when a dingo ate her baby. Yeah, that's bad. You don't want your child ate by a dingo. What is a dingo? Is that a kangaroo? What is a dingo? Christopher says, "I'm looking handsome today." I appreciate that, Christopher. Oh, a dingo is a dog. It's like a kind of dog, they said. A wild dog. All right. Yeah, nobody wants their child ate by a dingo, that's for sure. Boo Earns said, "I knew a girl once who had a dog who was part dingo." That's pretty badass. Pretty badass. I know pit bulls get a bad rap. I mean, I'm assuming dingoes are illegal in the United States of America, kind of like wolves are illegal to have as pets. Pit bulls are pretty dangerous, though. The American pit bull, correct? Somebody says pit bulls' favorite snacks are babies. Yeah, pit bulls are pretty dangerous. Pretty dangerous. Though Sun says, pit bulls are not bad dogs. They just got bad owners. Gecko Cujo says dingoes are legal and awesome. Aburns says the pit bull is the #1 dog of drug dealers. Fair enough. I once knew people who had pit bulls. They also had a German Shepherd. I was more scared of the German Shepherd, though. Maybe I should have been more scared of the pit bull. Their pit bulls were actually kind of friendly. But, you don't want the pit bull to attack you. I was more scared of the German Shepherd because the German Shepherd would try to bite at you. It was kind of more aggressive. But, yeah, I know they say pit bulls are dangerous. So be wary, be wary. You don't want to get attacked by a pit bull, that's for sure. They could definitely do some damage. They're intimidating, they're frightening, and if they attacked you, it'd be devastating. But, the pit bull seemed friendly enough. Somebody asks, what's for dinner? I think we're having steak for dinner. But I don't know where my mother is, but steak is late. Steak is late. Gaga. Oh, Gaga. Oh, Lady Gaga. Okay. I'm like, what the fuck is Gaga? Gaga says, I'm the steak. I'm the meat. Oh, nice meat. What do you mean I'm the steak? What does that mean, Gaga? Elaborate. How am I the steak? What does that mean? Somebody says, we got some meat talk with Andrew. Ha ha. Somebody said, has Lady Gaga known of me for the past, I don't know, 15 years? Was the meat suit a reference to me, or is that delusional? Sun says, no. Ideas of reference and predicate logic. Gaga says, you're a nice, plump, juicy steak for them to devour. They say, you're the steak. Toggle the switch to off. Don't indulge the trolls. Don't give in to the trolls here. Toggle the switch to off. Somebody says he does have Andrew does have a nice buttocks. Somebody says they're going to start calling you the Truman Show. Yeah, I heard some people referring to me as the Truman Show. What exactly does that mean? What exactly is the Truman Show? Can somebody elaborate on what exactly that means? Because I don't know exactly what that means. I've never seen the movie. Yeah, I know it's a movie, but what does it mean? Like, somebody says, just watch the movie. Okay. They also said I'm like the movie. Somebody says everything was about Truman. Somebody says also I'm like the movie Groundhog Day, living the same day over and over again. They said I'm also like the movie Groundhog Day with Bill Murray, which I've also never seen. The fruits of my body. The fruits of my body. Somebody says, like somebody else pointed out, though, in the movie, Bill Murray's character actually learns and grows. In the movie, The Truman Show, everybody who interacted with him was an actor. But for me, that's not true. I just think that. It's just a delusion I have, you know? You know, not everybody is an actor or Hollywood or anybody undercover. It's just a delusion. So he says, you should really watch that movie. Maybe I'll ask my father if he wants to watch it with me. There's a number of movies I want to see. But maybe I should watch The Truman Show with my father. I hear a police siren in the distance. I'm afraid they're coming to take me away. I'm afraid they're coming to get me, to take me to the psych ward. Please go the opposite direction. I don't know what I've done. I don't think I've done anything. They're coming to take me away. Ha ha. They're coming to take me away. It does sound like they're approaching. Somebody says, "Stop talking about food. Andrew is hungry." No, I think the siren's fading off into the distance. Yeah, I really have PTSD from police sirens and ambulance sirens. When I hear it, I always get afraid they're coming to take me away to the psychiatric hospital. Somebody says, you let them take you, you don't fight back, and Gaga, or if you fought back, you're going to be spending more time in the hospital. Basically, the key to being in there: listen to them, obey them, listen to the police officers, listen to the doctors, listen to the medical personnel, follow the rules, do everything right, and maybe you'll get released as soon as possible. The key is to not fight with them. If you fight with them, you're going to be in there another week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. The key is to just be the perfect patient. Somebody says, go around the corner and hide in a tree for hours until it blows over. To be honest with you, if there's a police call out for you, you're going to be going to the hospital one way or another. Maybe you'll get released, but, there's basically no way out unless there's only one way out. I mean, there's two ways out. I mean, you could obviously, do something, but I mean, you could also, go to the hospital, try to prove you're lucid, sane, not a danger to yourself or others, and don't belong in the hospital. And you try to prove that with the utmost determination, and maybe they'll release you. Try to convince them that you're the most sane person there is. The only way out is pretending to be normal. Yes, that, and you got to pretend to be normal. You got to pretend. Well, not pretend. You got to convince them you're not a danger to yourself or others. Really, the big criteria for getting admitted is if they think you're a danger to your parents or people, or they think you're a danger to yourself, suicidal. If you prove you're neither of those things, they'll probably let you leave. You obviously have to be compliant and take your medications too. But yeah, the hospital is kind of like a last resort. If you're a danger to people or you're a danger to yourself, that's really the main reason why you go there. Like somebody's life has to be in danger, whether yours or somebody else's. Gaga says, there's never a moment where I'm not a danger to myself and others. The hospital will not fix that. No, the hospital. Oh, here we go. I think my dinner's finally here. Oh, thank you, Mama.
What day of the day?
Oh, I'm on with the impatience, but throw a pool party. I don't know exactly, but all right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Ah! All right. Here we go. It's dinner time. I'm hungry. I'm hungry for some dinner. Mrs. Your mother cut up the steak for you. It's pretty loving. It's pretty loving of her, that's for sure. Hey, Gina, how art thou? Long time no see. We got Major of India in the house, too. We got a rockin' and rollin' live stream. Somebody says the dinner is hot. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice and fresh. I'm eating the I'm eating the green beans right now. Let me go get some steak sauce here. Yes, Gina says she is that steak? Yes, it certainly is. She made steak for dinner too. Oh yeah. We got some Sweet Baby Ray's honey mustard here. This is going to be really nice. She had steak with green beans too. Yeah, I guess we're in synchronicity then, right? We're on the same page today. Gaga asks, why aren't the fries cut up? Well, because I have a tendency to choke or get esophagus dysphagia when it comes to meat and choke on meat. So, all right. They say fries go down slow. Rusty asks, are you not allowed to have sharp things? Well, I only have a butter knife in here. And my mother hides the steak knives. So, my mother hides the steak knives from me, so maybe that's the reason she cuts it up too. Rusty says he remembers when I choked on the pork. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why I have that, but it's kind of annoying. Someone said OnlyFans. What about OnlyFans? Somebody says, I thought your mother was cutting up the steak because she cared, but it's only because she disarmed you. So I got a new social worker today. I mean, I discussed it earlier in the stream, but for some newcomers. Somebody asks, does your mom ever make you chicken tenders? Yeah, she used to make me chicken nuggets a lot. And then that was like all I ate for lunch. So I kind of, I'm taking a break from it. Gaga says, a social worker, that's special. Hopefully they can help you get things accomplished you can't do on your own. I hope so. I hope so. It's a man. For whatever reason, I do better with male therapists. I don't know why. I feel more comfortable talking to male therapists. I know the last social worker was a woman and was the only woman social worker I've really had, I think. And I feel more comfortable talking to men. Somebody asks, does the therapist have strong hands? I'm not really sure. Mm. So because I look like Woody from Toy Story, but instead of being a cowboy, I look like I just work a glory hole. All right, thank you. Thank you, I guess. Somebody asks, was the crybaby video about your dad? I think it was more performance art about people who cry in general. It wasn't necessarily about my dad, but I can see how it could be interpreted as such. Maybe it was metaphorically, maybe my dad inspired it, but it wasn't really about my dad. It was about people who cry. It's like, man up, be tough. And it was kind of a joke too. Because you should sympathize with people if they're sincerely crying. I don't know. It was just artwork. Somebody says you eat like a hermit. Thank you, I guess. Anybody have any major plans for the 4th of July? Yeah, Gordy, I was starving. I'm so glad I finally had my dinner. Before, like I haven't really eaten much all day. Somebody says, I'd be way more attractive as a female. Transition and be a lady, they say. Now I'm proud of being a man. I like being a man. I'm attracted to ladies. I don't want to be a female. No, I know it's true. I like ladies. I like being a man. I think that's basically the truth here. Somebody says your nose is growing. You're lying. You're like Pinocchio. Andrew, you like men. You want to be a woman. Okay. Get me a sexy girlfriend in her 20s. There's no need for me to be a woman. I mean, you know, I want to date a woman. Gaga says, you look like you want to get railed by a dude. Not really. Gaga says, look at how you're sitting. No, trust me, I want to date a sexy woman in her 20s. She says, you're begging to get railed by a dude. No, I want a sexy girlfriend. But okay, whatever. Whatever you say. Because I'm begging for some sausage. No, I'm not. But okay. Somebody says, you're aiming too high, Andrew. Accept a woman in her 30s or 40s or 50s, and you'll be good. You're not going to be getting a sexy woman in her 20s. And besides, she doesn't have the life experiences you have. And, you know, she won't be mature like... That's ironic. She won't be mature like me. A woman in her 20s will be immature in comparison to me. Gina says, yeah, a 20-something-year-old probably wouldn't even want you. Yeah, so you got to keep that in mind. She said she's not trying to be mean, but a 20-something-year-old's not going to want you. Yeah, it's a fair point. Maybe I should aim for 20-something, 30-something-year-olds and 40-year-olds. That was a good dinner. Good dinner. I was hungry. Gina says it's not just you know, me. It's nothing personal. A 20-something-year-old wouldn't want Gina. You know, it's just. You know, aim for women in their 30s and 40s. Gaga says, it concerns me that no one at any age is biting. What are you doing wrong? Yeah, I guess get out there, try to socially engage more, and maybe I'll try to meet somebody. He says, get out there. I took a major step today by seeing a social worker. I will get out there. To quote the great Gary Burr, well, love is out there, but you got to go get it. The social worker visit went well. It was only a half-hour session. He heard a real determination in me to succeed. I'm going back next week. Remember, it was only a half-hour session, but we did make a goal to get more independent, to get my life moving, to get a romantic partner, to get financially independent. You know, we did we made some goals. But like somebody said, a half hour flies right by. I wish the sessions were longer. Somebody says, Gaga is nefarious. Block Gaga. Maybe. BrainDead says 30 minutes is barely enough for hellos. Somebody says, what happened to the raspberry bush and the letter somebody sent you? Well, I haven't gotten any recent communication. But yeah, I might have a secret admirer. So we'll see if what happens. You know, there's salt and vinegar chips. Taylor says, you probably have a stalker. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'll show you the letter again, but it's in my mother's part of the house. Taylor says, a secret admirer and a stalker are very different. Hey, Trailer Park. They ask, how was the steak on a scale from 1 to 10? It was pretty good. I was hungry. I guess a 7. All right, guys. I've gone live for about over an hour now. I think I'm going to peace out here. Thanks for watching. I'll be back again soon. See you later, guys.